Do not rehire. Let's talk about it. Do not rehire. I have been put on the do not rehire list for this particular hospital that I have worked for the last 2 to 3 years, I believe. Now, I work as a travel nurse. I've been working as a travel nurse for years now. In California mostly, but I have done some positions in New York and New Jersey. This is the first time I have ever been placed on a do not hire list. And it's quite funny because this is for a pretty big hospital system, but they use a lot of bullying tactics to get you to not be put on this do not hire list. For example, I started a contract, as you guys know from my previous video, I started a contract where I did not feel safe. And the first week, it was very apparent. I knew that I did not want to do 13 weeks at this hospital. Like, let's just be for real. I knew it. And I thought, you know what? Let me not put myself through the pain. It's about to be flu season. If it's not a good fit, I'll just go somewhere else. It's fine. I'm not going to suffer for 13 weeks. So I made it pretty clear after the first week that I did not want to be there. I put in my 2 weeks notice for this particular employer. Again, this is my 5th hospital working for them. I have never done this before. My previous assignment, I was working for that same hospital system for 6 months, and I would have stayed longer, but the commute was getting to me. It was an hour commute. When it came time to put in my 2 weeks notice, they said, okay, that's fine. I did my 2 weeks. Then I was told, I believe the second to my last day, if I can do an additional week. So they wanted me to do a 3-week notice. Reason being is I did call out when I first started this job because I absolutely did not feel safe. During the first week while I was working there, on the 3rd day is when I was off orientation, and I didn't have a lot of basic necessities. I didn't have access to the medication room. I had to keep bothering nurses to get access to that. When it came time to pass medications, they gave me all the patients who had Q2 or Q3 hour medications. So I'm finding nurses to let me in the medication room. Then I had to find another nurse to help waste with me because usually they would run out because they're just letting me in the room. It was an absolute mess. I had to go to other floors to get medications because it wasn't stocked on the floor. I had to go off the floor to get the telemonitor. It was just insane. And I had a patient who had chest pain who came up from the emergency department. There was no telemonitors and there was no aid. So I had to go leave my patient who just came from the emergency department with chest pain to get the monitors. So I was not feeling safe. I was like sick. Heartburn, like all the symptoms, okay? I was like, no, I can't do this. I'm sick. And the thing is, the reason why I didn't have access is because for some reason my badge wasn't working. And this was on a Saturday. So I was like, oh my gosh, I have to come back Sunday and deal with this all again. Oh, no. I'm sick. I'm sick. I'm sick. So at that point, again, I just knew this wasn't going to be a good fit. That's why I put my 2 weeks notice in. But now they're telling me, oh, they want me to work a 3rd week because I was missing days. But those were sick days. So no, you weren't entitled for me to make up your sick days. They didn't like that I said that. So they put me on a do not hire. At this point, it's their loss because I've had, actually the last hospital that I worked at, they kept trying to get me to work full time. And then I had people from corporate reaching out to me because they wanted me to work for their corporate float pool, which I was interested in doing. But again, I wanted to check out some of their other campuses before I decide to work for corporate because I'm going to go to these other campuses. Since seeing these other hospitals, I know it was a good move because working for corporate meant that I would have to go to any of these campuses for either a month or 3 months. And yeah, some of the campuses are just not up to par. It's actually quite shocking. So yeah, guys, I have been placed on do not rehire. Now, of course, I know I could be rehired. I'm pretty confident in my skills. I know I'm a great nurse. I'm sure I can go to my old manager and say, hey, they put me on do not rehire. Like, you want to hire me for your floor? And I'm sure she would say yes. I have actually a manager right now at the place that I was working at, and she was saying that she would actually like to hire me to be staff. But then your hospital put me on do not rehire because I didn't want to do an extra week of work. So, yeah, not really worried about it. I just want to update you guys because do not rehire can sound very intimidating. And I know that this hospital system has a way of telling nurses, do this or do that, or, you know, we'll put you on the do not rehire. And so nurses get threatened because it's a huge healthcare system. They feel like they can't find work. But no, you can't bully me. I will not be bullied. At this point, God is with me. Like, I know what my standards are. I know that he has my back. He helped me get these positions. He'll help me through the next one. I'm already working for a different hospital system right now, which is a lot better. It's just the documentation. They have to work on that. But yeah, God's got my back. So if ever you've been placed in this situation and you have these jobs telling you do this and that, or you won't be rehired, man, look, don't let them bully you, okay? Know your worth. God's got you. All right, that's it for this video. Just want to give a quick update on what's going on with my life. And I'll see you on the next one. Bye.
Loving natural patina. Year long, evergreen is amazing.